Charles Davenport was an influential eugenicist born in 1866. He believed that to improve the human race, people should be selectively bred, similarly to cattle and plants. Those who were deemed fit should reproduce. Those who were not should be sterilized. In his lifetime, around 60,000 people were sterilized. He grew up with his mother, father, and 10 siblings in Connecticut. His father was very strict and encouraged him from the time he was young to study the Bible.
Daddy, I have finished my study. Father.
I told you not to call him. A gentleman calls his father, father.
Father, I have finished my studies. May I go out and play?
You never finish your studies. Go study the Bible.
Father, I have read the Bible.
Read it some more.
But Father, look outside. Look at the sun shining. May I go play?
Go read.
Davenport went to Harvard, studying biology, and later went to teach at the University of Chicago, adding eugenics to the curriculum. He founded the International Federation of Eugenics Organizations in 1925. He also had his own lab, in which he hired male and female researchers. While he made many accurate discoveries, he chose to ignore those that went against his beliefs.
Hello, assistants. How is the studies going?
Going well. We have found evidence that the interbreeding between blacks and whites don't produce genetic defects.
They don't?
No.
Run the test again.
We've already run it like 30 times.
Okay. You've obviously...
Hey, look, I think your theory might be wrong.
I think you probably made a mistake in your lab work. You need to do them again, send them to me. But in the meantime, I have a whole nother experiment we're going to work on down here, okay? We're going in the next room.
Davenport later married a scientifically inclined woman, similar to himself, in hopes of having children that would carry his beliefs. They had 3 children. The first, Melia, or Billy, became a flapper, and in her life had 2 marriages, the second being to a Jewish man who had children of his own from a previous marriage. This marriage would later dissolve, similarly to the first. Davenport thought that all personality traits were inherited. By his beliefs, his daughter's inability to hold a marriage showed fault in himself. His daughter was a risk to his career. Because of this, their relationship was never steady.
Father, I'm getting married.
You're getting married again?
Yeah,
Who is this man?
he's Jewish.
He's Jewish. What do you think my father would say about that? What do you think your mother would say about that?
I don't know,
She would not be pleased.
but I love him.
He did not even ask my permission.
But we love each other, and he's amazing.
Well, you were wrong about that before, weren't you? Think about it. I don't want my grandkids being half Jewish. Okay?
Are you kidding?
I want a good Christian family.
Thanks for meeting me today, Mr. Davenport.
It's a pleasure.
I'm just going to ask you a couple questions about your research and your studies.
Absolutely.
So, what are your opinions on human genetics and genetic traits?
Well, I believe that every human possesses a certain responsibility for the genes that they carry, and that it is our responsibility to pass on those genes with a partner that will produce the best child possible.
Can you tell me how you got started in your research in human genes and human characteristics?
Yes. Well, when I was studying genetics and biology at Harvard University, I came across the readings of Gregor Mendel. Now, he studied genes in plants, which inspired me to apply selective breeding to humans. Now, it may be cruel, but I believe that the fittest should reproduce, and the weak should be sterilized.
So, do you feel that one specific characteristic is linked to one gene?
Yes, I do. For example, my strong love of the ocean is most definitely represented in one gene in my body, and my research has shown that.
Wow, you must have some really faulty research.
No, absolutely not. There's always flaws in research.
Well, it's been reported that your research was proved wrong.
Well, they probably had mistakes in their research. Just like apparently I had in mine, which I didn't.
So, what are your thoughts on breeding between races?
Interbreeding between races? Well, I do not think kindly of interbreeding between races because generally it produces weak people. Weak.
So, like, you think interbreeding between people produces a weaker race of people?
It will produce a weaker race, and it's more likely to produce a race with genetic defects and lower intelligence.
Thank you for your time.
It was a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Not for me.
No.